How does this image make you feel? Perhaps uneasy. Or how about this one? Does this one look like a normal human? I mean, sure, it has the same features, but something about it just looks unnatural. Or how about this one here? Does this one look like a normal person? This is what's called the uncanny valley. If you're not sure what it is, the uncanny valley is when something looks close to human-like. Very close, even, but it doesn't quite match the full criteria. As shown on this graph here, it shows that the more human that something looks, the more positively that people react to it, until it hits a dip, which goes into the uncanny valley. The lower it goes, the more disturbing that it looks. Let's take, for example, dolls. Not just any dolls, though, but mainly dolls that look like this. This doll resembles a lot of human-like features, but something just doesn't look right. It has a unnatural human-like look to it. It looks very close to human, but not quite fully there. But the question is why? Why do we fear the uncanny valley? Why do we fear the almost human? What in our ancestry made us this way? There is a subtheory called the other hominid subtheory from when our ancestors, the Neanderthals, were around. They look like us, but just a bit off. And it could possibly make somebody feel uneasy. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. I mean, to me, they're not very scary, but they can make somebody feel uneasy. No, there is another theory that is called the mimic theory. This face has every single feature a human face would have. A nose, a mouth with teeth, eyes, eyebrows, dimples even. But what is the mimic theory? Homo mimis fallacis, or just the doppelgänger. This is a fictional character made by user OhioPingu69. According to the fictional character's lore, it originally came from Africa, and it has a hunting skill that allows it to take the shape of a human's face to help it hunt better in the dark. Now, this doppelganger hunts specifically humans, which is why it takes the shape of a human's face. Although the face alone just doesn't look natural. It has no eyebrows, and it just doesn't look right. But that's really the point. When a person would see this face, it would confuse them and drive them to curiosity to go towards it. But of course, this character is fictional. But what these two images have in common is they both look almost human. They have all the same features, but you just know from looking at them that they're not. Their mouths are stretching way beyond a human capacity. And there's just so many things wrong and off about these pictures. They don't look completely human. They look almost human. But what the mimic theory states is that way back in time, there was something that was made to look like us in order to trick us and to prey on us, just like the doppelganger. There's also a theory that's along with this same theory that instead of being way back in the past, that something recent in our time was purposely, knowingly mimicking humans. But of course, this whole part of the theory is fictional. I'm not sure there's any actual hard proof evidence on why we fear the uncanny valley, but my theory, the reason that I fear the uncanny valley, isn't because it looks like a past ancestor or anything of that sort. No, I fear the uncanny valley because the things in the uncanny valley look like they're trying to mimic a person. And I'm not the only one who thinks the same way. Content creator Ro Meester also thinks that same way. They look like something is trying to imitate what they think a human looks like to the best of their ability to do whatever it is they would do if an actual person goes towards the mimic. But what do you think? Why do you fear the uncanny valley? What makes it unsettle you?